Yeah, it's a great question, and fortunately, in my world, the value is always in the eyes of the beholder, right? And so there is a an academia formulated models that you can run. And listen, at Von Lehman, we've got great dedicated valuation specialists that have all the designations. And I think Brian Setz over there does a great job for what the purpose is. But
Mhm.
in our M&A world, when I'm selling a company or I'm helping somebody buy a company, that value is not formulaic, right?
Right.
There's certainly a sense and a feel. It's a mix between an art and a science,
Mhm.
and you certainly don't want to overextend yourself and make promises in terms of how much you're willing to pay for because you don't have the cash to back it up.
Mhm.
And listen, right now the banking community is a little rocked with
Yep.
some of the bank closures and bank trades that have happened within the past week. And so it's really important that the value that you're putting on the business, it makes sense. It makes sense from a
Mhm.
lending perspective. It makes sense from an operational perspective. It makes sense from just a cash flow perspective. And
Right.
so, fortunately for me, because I live and breathe this business every single day and I'm working on these private transactions, I'm aware of a lot of these private deals that get done. And I have a good sense and a feel for how these deals are trading in terms of their multiples of revenue or multiples of EBITDA. And
Yeah.
these financials, these comparative transactions, oftentimes and most oftentimes are not disclosed publicly.
Right.
And so it is through my extensive network of buyers across a lot of different industries where if I haven't worked in that particular industry, it's very easy for me to phone a friend who has a ton of experience in that particular industry and to say, hey, what are you seeing on deals of this size? What are you seeing on deals in this industry? And I'm able to triangulate the financial models, the publicly available comparative transactions, and also the privately held businesses and their financials that are not disclosed. I'm able to triangulate those three things in addition to my own financial models, the leverage buyout model and the discount cash flow model, LBO model and DCF, to
Yep.
give at least a guidance on what I believe that value of the company is. And
Yep.
that's all it is. It's strictly guidance, and I
Yep.
am highly incentivized to get the most amount of money when I'm selling a business.
Right.
And so we're very well aligned with the business owner and trying to achieve that. But I
Mhm.
also, again, in phase one, I need to set the expectation very realistic with my sellers that this is where I believe the guidance of value is going to be. And if we're able to get that guidance, if we're able to get that value, upon closing, then
Mhm.
we all need to be confident and comfortable that that's acceptable. Because if it's not, we're just wasting our time.